Hi, I'm Tyler Pearson from Dalton Ag with another how-to video. This time on how to set up our row crop spreaders to be field ready. Here at Dalton Ag, we offer a full line of fertilizer spreaders. These include our 6, 8, and 12-ton row crop spreaders, our X2 twin bin row crop spreader, and our 5, 6, and 8-ton tandem spreaders. Today, I'm going to walk around these 8-ton mobility spreaders to show you how easy it is to get them field ready. We're going to go over adjusting the drag chain and the diverter, moving between the low and high range gears, adjusting the blades on the spinners, and where the specific bolts are to move your axles. Today we have here 2 of our 8-ton row crop models, but this video will be relevant to our 6 and 12-ton spreaders and our X2 twin bin spreader, since they are all row crop widespread models. These 8 tons are our ground drive models. On the ground drives at Dalton Ag, we offer 2 different models. We offer a 540,000 PTO and a tractor hydraulic option. All sizes are offered in a ground drive and variable rate versions. The hydraulic flow for the widespread models is going to be 10 gallons per minute for the ground drive and the variable rate models. All of our spreaders have the bolt-on box. With this feature, it gives you the option for the scale package, which can be added not only to the variable rate spreaders, but also the ground drive spreaders. So let's get into the areas you may need to adjust for your specific needs. The first thing we're going to look at is the drag chain on the spreader. The drag chain here is what will move your fertilizer product from the bin out to the back end. It will bring the material through the bin and out of the diverter to be spread by the spinners. You need to make sure your chain tension is correct for your spreader to work efficiently. If it is too loose, the product won't be fed through at the proper amount. If it's too tight, damage to the chain will occur. So let's get into that. This is the correct look under here for the chain. It should just be resting on this spot. Here is an example of how it's too loose. It sags in the middle. So let's use this loose chain to show you how to adjust it. These are the bolts you will need to adjust. You will need a 1" and 1/8 wrench. Whether you like to loosen or tighten the chain, you will follow the same procedure. Now that we have the bolts loosened, we will be able to move these bearings either forward or back until you achieve the desired tension. It's better to have it a little loose than a little too tight. After the fertilizer comes off the chain, it will go into this area here called the diverter. This will let the fertilizer flow evenly onto the spinners to be broadcast out into your field. This can be adjusted to make sure your spread pattern is uniform. You will need to do a pan test to see just how uniform it is. Sometimes the pattern may be too thick on the outside or too thick on the inside. This diverter can be adjusted to fix this problem. To do that, you will need to loosen these bolts here using a 9/16 wrench and socket. Then you can move the diverter back or forward. Moving the diverter toward the front of the spreader will give you more coverage on the inside. Moving it toward the rear of the spreader will give you more coverage on the outside. Since our spreaders here are ground drives, let's go over how to manually adjust the low and high range gears to fit your needs. Depending on the pounds per acre you are trying to spread, you will use either the low range or the high range gears. The low range will be the 12 to 72 tooth, and the high range will be the 24 to 48 tooth. On the back of every mobility spreader, we have 2 sets of decals going over what will help you to adjust your gate height, along with if you're going to use low range or high range. After you have your gate height set, you will want to get your blades adjusted on the spinners for the correct spread width. From the factory, the blades are set for 60 foot. These blades can be moved into a certain spot to either get you the 60-foot width or the 90-foot width. Blades are set in pairs, 1 wide and 1 narrow. These will be adjusted together. Here are the bolts for the blades. You will need a 1/2" wrench and socket. After you remove the bolt, you will either be able to progress or regress your blades. If you progress your blades, you will be throwing a farther width. If you regress your blades, you will narrow up your spread width. Just set the bolts back in, tighten it up, and you're ready to go. We have adjustable axles on all of our widespread row crop spreaders, including the X2. Here are where these 7 bolts are located. You will loosen these up and then you will be able to slide your axles out to your desired width. So to recap, we went over adjusting the drag chain and the diverter, the decals on the back of the spreader for the low range and high range, adjusting the blades of the spinners, and where the specific bolts are to move your axles. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video was useful to you. If you would like to learn more about our spreaders or any of our other fertilizer application equipment, please visit www.daltonag.com or call this number below. Thank you.